Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your May general reading. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that you can find in the description box below. Thanks to all of you who have been sending me comments, appreciations, and generous donations. It's greatly appreciated. Moreover, those of you that are here now, your presence is the key ingredient to what I do and helps me sustain this practice, this channel. So I appreciate that. So let's get started, Taurus, with your overall energy for the month of May. We have the Knight of Swords. You are curious. You may be researching, looking for answers, trying to find out information relevant to your next moves. You may feel that you are seeing things in a new way. You're trying hard, in fact, to take a fresh perspective on this search for information. This is information that is going to literally instruct you as to how to proceed to the next phase of your life, how to proceed with a project, whatever it is that you're doing. You are allowing yourself to realize that things are not the way that you have always accepted them to be. This is about challenging your own assumptions so that you are truly curious about the information you're receiving. You're truly curious about trying things in a new way and taking a different view of the opportunity or the challenge that you're facing. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way others see you, the Magician couldn't be better. This is you actually realizing something that is a personal project, a creative project, something you want to build, a practice, a program, a business, a new relationship, whatever it is, establishing a family, creating a physical space. This is something that comes out of your desire to express yourself where you are now in your life. This is you understanding that your intention is what creates your reality. Your thoughts are what lead to your experiences. And so there's a dynamic between this gaining new perspective, a new view of things, and this ability to manifest that view, to concretize it, to move towards a plan, a goal, or a vision that is unique to you, that allows you to express what you're learning. In the first house, the King of Pentacles is about you earthly Tauruses being in control of your material experience. This is you comfortable, stable, secure, perhaps experiencing some form of excess or luxury or comfort that you have earned and worked towards for a very long time. You are generous. That is a quality of earth signs that is often neglected, but part of the hard work that you do is because you wish to impart your techniques, your practice, your skills to others to show them how they too can be abundant, secure, stable, at peace. In the 4th house of your home, your family, even your roots, the 8 of Cups, interestingly, is describing your desire to transition, to move away from a set of relationships or bonds that have served you well, but that you sense you can no longer gain or give to in a way that's productive. You're contemplating a challenge that perhaps you feel restrained from pursuing as a result of the commitments that you have in your relationships at the current time, but that you are gathering up the courage and recognizing that what's going to bring significance to your life and your effort is meeting this challenge, moving off to this goal that may not pertain to anyone else that you are intimately connected with, anyone else that you are responsible for or that you have a deep bond with. In the 7th house of your significant others, the 6 of Pentacles is describing this beautiful effort. This is part of your ruling planet Venus's energy, an exchange of energy, managing that in love or money. This is you taking what you have and using it appropriately to invest in others, to invest appropriately in others. So there's something here about the way that you share what you have that requires discernment. So everyone that asks for help does not need help or is not perhaps wisely able to invest that help they need. And you're in a position to make that determination. You're in a position to say who needs the help, who is going to benefit from the help, who's going to use this help as an investment towards something that has practical meaning to them. And so this is also you recognizing that in your own relationships that the ability to be a caretaker squeezes out, in some cases, the ability to receive love. If your energy is spent towards directing your children, when do you allow them to serve you? When do you allow them to love you? And it isn't about equality or equity. The example of the family and parenting dynamic was off the top of my head. This can relate to relationships at work and family members, where at this point you understand that it is a gift to others to allow them to give to you and for you to receive it graciously. This may be part of the challenge that you're facing right now, to receive, not simply to be expected to provide. Taurus, if this reading is resonating with you, please like or share. Like this video, share it with someone else, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. You know I appreciate you for it. And I pull the humor card. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Interesting. And I'm feeling like this is informing the way that you are sharing what you have with others, perhaps investing in others, helping others, that in allowing yourself to receive, even if you're helping, allowing others to acknowledge that receipt, recognize that gift or that assistance, to be able to release it, give with a sense of surrender. I can't control how someone else is going to use this resource that I'm sharing with them. May lighten your load considerably. And it's not about giving up. It's just about seeing what they do with it and helping you to evaluate their proper use of a gift. Is it something squandered, or is it something that they use to help themselves and that they reinvest in themselves? And I pull from the the flora and fauna of Africa, the red-headed vulture. The plant associated with that is this cool-looking Scotch thistle, and the key words are self-respect. Accept your flaws and strive to be a better you. Learn from your mistakes and move on. It will be very rewarding. So I'm going to clarify the King of Pentacles in the first house with the Five of Cups in the second house and the Four of Pentacles in the third house. There's some way that you are looking at perhaps relationships that did not work out. There is a sense of remorse or loss. Perhaps you're missing ancestors or loved ones who passed on, but you are reviewing those relationships and measuring them in some way so that you're surrendering to the sense of loss, the sadness, the remorse, the regret that you perhaps have experienced in thinking about how things could have been different or the difficulties that you had in that relationship. You are at a place of gratitude. You are at a place where you're understanding that releasing and surrendering to the sense of loss and sadness, remorse, that you are in a better position to acknowledge what remains, what you've learned from these relationships, what it is that you miss, what it is that you still have within you that helps you to be appreciative of the deeper self-knowledge that you've gained through these experiences. In your among your intimates, your way of communicating is very focused on maintaining what you have. There's a really strong guarded sense you have about your resources and your communication about your resources. You may be looking at following a very specific plan to accomplish something. You may feel guarded. You may be looking at what you've saved and how it can be utilized or paid out to you. But you are studying your resources in a way. You're guarding them. You're defending them. And that sense is transforming into your recognition that this is your foundation on which you are going to build more abundance for yourself as you transition into this new phase of being who you are, expressing yourself in a healthy way that expresses your desires and intentions. The Eight of Cups in the fourth house is clarified by the King of Cups in the fifth house and the Ten of Pentacles in the sixth house. There's a lot of emotional maturity that you're experiencing, particularly for those of you that are parents. There is a way that you are bringing some lightness, and by lightness, I don't mean humor. I mean this sense that you are well in control of your own feelings and experiences. What you've learned from those is now, this vulnerability is now a strength. Your ability to relate how you've transformed and transcended obstacles is key to your sense of passion, your sense of joy and appreciation of others, perhaps appreciation for your children, your creative products, whatever it is that you share in a recreational, creational, and procreational sense. You are finding joy in your emotional growth, your maturity. You are also actively engaged in your legacy, whatever that means to you. However, you're at a point in life for some of you where you are either seeding a legacy, it's something as simple as putting into a retirement plan, to a place where you have built a legacy. You've built a community, resources that you intend to share with others. And now you may be managing that resource in a way that it moves in the direction you want it to move. In the seventh house, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Pentacles in the eighth house and the Ten of Swords in the ninth house. Two tens here. You are in a place of transition right now. that these transitions are very much supporting your ability to act, build, create something powerful as on behalf of your community, your work, your organization, your family. The King of Pentacles is also repeated here. Your stability, your resources, your security is very important to you. It's very important that you be comfortable. And that's where your concern around your values are important. Your environment must be not only comfortable, but beautiful, harmonious, peaceful. And that's something that you are understanding comes with a certain amount of surrender. And that surrender may entail ideas that you've always had about what you should be doing in your life, wherever you're at, what others expect you to do, what society has conditioned you to move towards, what expectations of others, beliefs of others about who you were and what you should have. You're at a point of releasing that. You've done that. For many of you, you have explored that, taken that as far as it can go. But on the other hand, you've also recognized how it may not have served you or served everyone in your community in the same way. So there's a set of doctrine or beliefs that need to be transformed. They need to come from a more authentic place from who you are, what your experience has actually been, not what you think it's supposed to be, and something that allows you to be all of yourself, compassionate, not just judgmental. This is what is really opening the gates, opening the doorway to this new portal of creativity, something that you did not imagine was possible in the past. In the 10th house, the 3 of Swords in the 11th house, and the 7 of Pentacles in the 12th house. You have come to a greater acceptance of your human flaws, and you are understanding that you are in a place where you know now that the real understanding, the real honesty about those experiences of failure or disappointment, taking responsibility for those, is what is helping to improve your life. It's what's helping you to improve your experience, to accept yourself and look at your phenomenal progress and maturity, your growth. This is really about your ability to understand your feelings, not to judge them. And that is something I feel is at issue for you as part of your growth, right? You're bringing yourself more all-sidedly, less critically to your progress, your achievements, your accomplishments. You are also in a position now of understanding that you have been on your path, no matter how deterred or crooked that path may have been, that you are on the path of manifesting those things that make you feel secure and stable in the world. And that your ability to understand how to better invest in the resources that you already have are helping you to think more strategically and to work more strategically, not harder. I'm going to finish up this reading, Taurus, with a crystal oracle and hope that this has been helpful to you. And I pulled the Azurite. And the mantra is, get laser focused. And I'm going to leave that for you as your meditation. I think that is appropriately placed beneath the magician. And until next time, Taurus, namaste.